on Fox Carolina, the Midday News.
Well, welcome back to the Midday News on Fox Carolina. A Greenville favorite is taking to the stage once again this summer. The Upstate Shakespeare Festival is currently underway with Henry IV, bringing to life a classic with a mix of history and humor. And joining me now are John, Cynthia, and Alyssa. Thank you all so much for stopping in.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Okay, so for those who are maybe not familiar with the Upstate Shakespeare Festival, can you guys explain to us what it is?
Well, the Upstate Shakespeare Festival is a free Shakespeare festival that happens every summer. We've been doing it for 28 years. Wow. We do 2 shows every summer, and generally they're Shakespeare, but if not, it's a classic. And they are free to the public. The performances are free. Each show runs 4 weeks. We just opened Henry IV this past weekend, and got rained out. Yes. But we're back next week for the next 3 weeks, and it's free. It starts at 7. People can come and bring your family, bring a date, bring a picnic, bring a bottle of wine. And it's 7 o'clock on Thursdays through Sundays. We start the show.
I love that. What a relaxing kind of theatrical setting.
Yeah.
What can people expect from Henry IV?
Well, I keep referring. Do not be afraid of the fact that it's a history.
And part 1 and part 2.
Yes.
If you're a Shakespeare dork like me, you know that Henry IV has 2 parts. And what we have done is we've squeezed the 2 of them together into one evening. And I think we actually did a pretty good job of that. Yes. And you get the full story. And what I've been referring to it as is it's the first action buddy comedy. Ooh. So if you like Beverly Hills Cop, if you like Lethal Weapon, if you liked all of those movies, you're gonna love this show. Yeah. Because there's a lot of comedy in it. There's a lot of action. You get the story of King Henry IV and his son, but it also has the very, very famous rascal Falstaff in it. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun for all families to see.
Well, and basically because John Fagan took the 2 plays and mashed them all together, he got rid of everything boring and kept all the treachery and the hijinks and the swashbuckling. So we've got sword fighting, and we've got, you know,
we've got flashy and pretty women
silly
in the show.
Jokes being played on each other, and treachery, definitely treachery and conspiracy. So,
action-packed from beginning to end.
All the good stuff,
Yes.
none of the bad stuff.
Yeah, listen, Cynthia and Alyssa, I know you both are in the show. Tell us about your roles.
I play Mistress Daw Tearsheet primarily, and we will just refer to her as a lady of the night. She is Falstaff's favorite gal. Then you get to see her during all the hijinks and fun parts of the show, hanging out at the tavern with Falstaff and the boys, having a good time. And then I play a soldier as well during some of the fight scenes.
Very nice. Yes. And yourself?
I am also a soldier. I get to run around waving a pointy stick, which is very, very exciting for me. And I am the Archbishop of York, which is a very serious role. And then I get to play Master Shallow. Master Shallow.
Well, when you combine,
a nice variety of fun things to do.
When you combine 2 big scripts, you end up with a lot of characters, even if you edit some out. And so just with the exception of maybe like 5 of you, everybody plays multiple different roles.
Yeah, it's a real ensemble. It's an ensemble piece. So I mean, we're all kind of, as John likes to say, we're all storytellers, and so everybody's on stage a lot and contributing kind of to the overall arc of the story, which is really fun as an actor to be
changing
able to
costumes on stage.
Right.
Yes.
And then John, really quickly, I know this is your 25th year doing this festival.
It's 25.
What has kept you coming back, and what is so important to you about this festival?
Stupidity, I think, is the reason I'm back every year. No, it's my favorite thing I do. I get to direct it all over the Upstate, and I love it. But doing this has been very, very special. I never would have guessed that I would be here 25 years later. Doing this every summer. And there are days when I'm down there and I'm like, what are you doing? Especially when it's really hot. But it's my favorite thing. I love seeing the kids watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, with the one night at rehearsal, we turned around and the entire yard was filled up with kids
how cool.
on their bellies watching the show, having the best time. And they do. And so that's one of the main reasons I keep doing this, because I think it's important.
And I think the other reason why he keeps coming back is that there's audience who's been coming for 28 years,
Yes.
and I think it's a real Greenville institution.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big part of it too.
And I've been able to watch the little ones grow up.
Yes.
How cool.
And come and be in the shows, which is
Right.
wild.
Yes.
Very
They're-
fun tradition. Really.
Yeah, and so that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, yeah, and that's why I think the festival is important, because a lot of people, their only exposure to Shakespeare is in junior high, maybe high school.
Yeah.
Not a good time.
And,
Not a good time to be
and you're
exposed.
you're forced to read this thing that you're supposed to see.
Yeah.
And when people see it, they realize, this is what it's all about. That's why it's cool.
Living and breathing.
That's why we do it.
Yep. Well, we will have to go and see it for ourselves. Of course, thank you guys all so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. And if
Thank
you are
you.
interested, Henry IV Parts 1 and 2 is happening now with the Upstate Shakespeare Festival. It's running through July 28th with shows every Thursday through Sunday at Falls Park, unless they get rained out. But we're going to hope that doesn't happen anymore. The play begins at 7 p.m. and is free to the public. Of course, for more information, you can head to our website at foxcarolina.com. And hey, if you want to head to this week's performances, well, Fox Carolina's Chrissy Kohler is outside in our garden with the latest